Hi guys, welcome back. Yesterday we learned how to tell time to the hour. Let's review our chart. We learned that the long hand is pointing to the 12 and we say o'clock. We learned that the short hour hand points to the hour that we're in. So this would be 3 o'clock. And we would say 3 o'clock. On a digital clock, it looks a little different. There are no clock hands. We would say 3 o'clock. We would have the hour and the minutes. And since it's at the 12, which is the beginning of the hour, we would have 2 zeros. Today, we're going to learn more about telling time to the hour. I want you to pay attention as Moby tells us a little bit more about how to tell time to the hour.
No, Moby, it's not time for lunch yet. Look at the clock. How can you tell time? When you tell time, you look at the little hand first. That's the hour hand. The hour hand is on the 9. Next, you look at the big hand. That's the minute hand. The minute hand is on the 12. So the time is exactly 9 o'clock in the morning. O'clock means of the clock. We go to the computer lab at 10 o'clock and go to the library at 11 o'clock. Moby, those aren't our bags. How do you write the time? Now the time is 3 o'clock. I can write 3 o'clock using words or write it using numbers and words. I can also write the time using only numbers. Well, first I write the hour, so that's 3. Then I add a colon to separate the hours from the minutes. Finally, I write how many minutes are past the hour. It's exactly 3 o'clock, so there are 0 minutes past the hour. You write the time to 2 places, so I write zeros in the ones place and the tens place. How does time change from 1 hour to the next? We've got to wait 1 hour for the lasagna. Well, there are 60 minutes in an hour, and it's 5 o'clock now. It takes 60 minutes for the minute hand to go all the way around while the hour hand moves from the 5 to the 6. So the lasagna will be done at 6 o'clock. Wait a minute. Now I'm a little confused. Well, there are 24 hours in the day, but there are only 12 numbers on a clock. Right, Moby. The hour hand goes around the clock twice in one day. That's why we have an 8 o'clock in the morning and an 8 o'clock at night. 12 o'clock at night is called midnight because it's in the middle of the night. 12 o'clock during the day is called noon. Hey, it's noon now. Grab your lunchbox, Moby. Let's go. Moby, what was that?
So that taught us a little bit more about how to write time to the hour. So today, we are learning how to tell and write time. Our learning target today is I can tell and write the time to the hour. We have been doing great work learning about how to tell time to the hour. We saw that it takes a whole hour for the minute hand to get back to the 12. We also learned that it takes 1 hour for this short hour hand to get to the next number. So guys, today we're going to practice telling time and writing time. Using your digital clocks, you are going to get a board or a piece of paper, and when I show a time on my analog clock, it's your turn to show us what time is it. Are you ready? Let's get started. What time is it? Look at your hour and look at your hour hand and minute hand. What time is it? Great job, guys. It is 8 o'clock. And I would show that if I wrote on my board, I would write 8, my colon in the middle, o'clock, because it is 8 o'clock. So we write using our digital clock. We see it on our analog clock and our digital clock. Let's try another one. On your whiteboard or your paper, what time is it? Look for your hour hand and your minute hand. What time is it? Great job, guys. You're right. It is now 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. Good job. Let's try one more. What time is it? This one's a little tricky. Think about where your hour hand is and where your minute hand is. We say the hour first and then the minute. Let's see how you did. We would say that this time shows the hour hand on the 6. So I would start with my 6, put my colon, and my minute hand is on the 12, and we always say o'clock because it's the beginning of the 6 o'clock hour. So I would put 0, 0, 6 o'clock. Great job. Now, let's see if you can show me the time on your analog clock. I'm going to show you a time on my digital clock. I want you to show me that time using your analog clock. You can move your hands on your clock to show the time. Are you ready? Let's try it. Show me 9 o'clock. Take a minute and move your hands on your clock. 9 o'clock. What would that look like? Great job, guys. At 9 o'clock, my hour hand would move to the 9. But notice that my minute hand didn't move. It's still at the 12. 9 o'clock. Great job. Let's try another one. 4 o'clock. What would that look like on your clock? 4 o'clock. Let's see how we did. I would now have my minute hand pointing to the 12 and my hour hand pointing to the 4. 4 o'clock. Great job. Let's try one more. 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. Make sure to move your hands. Let's see. I know that it's saying o'clock, so I know my minute hand is going to point to the 12. But my hour is also 12. So I would have both hands pointing to the 12 because my hour hand names the hour 12 and o'clock has my minute hand also on the 12. So it would be 12 o'clock. Great thinking, guys. Let's see now if you can use your analog clock and your whiteboard to show me what this time would look like. A first grade class goes to recess at 10 o'clock. How can you show 10 o'clock on an analog clock? Use your clock. Show me 10 o'clock. Let's see how you did. 10 o'clock. Now, how would you write that on a digital clock? Using your whiteboard or your piece of paper, show me what 10 o'clock would look like. Great job, guys. I would have 10, my colon, and my 2 zeros to show 10 o'clock. Let's try another one. Can you show me on your clock if Joe goes to practice at 2 o'clock on Saturdays? Show 2 o'clock on your analog clock. What would that look like? 2 o'clock. Make sure to move your hour and your minute hand. Great job, boys and girls. If you were going to show 2 o'clock, your hour hand would point to the 2 and your minute hand would point to the 12. How about on a digital clock? What does 2 o'clock look like on your digital clock? Use your piece of paper or your whiteboard. Great job. I would have 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. Wonderful, guys. Y'all are doing great with your time. Are you ready for some more practice? Get your analog clocks ready. As you listen to our song, Paper Clocks, think about how you can move your hands to show the time. Let's get ready.
I am a paper clock, I am, but I cannot move my hands. How I wish that I could tell the time. If you could help me move my hands, everything would be just grand. If you could help me tell the time, everything would be just fine. I want to say 4 o'clock, move my hands to 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
I want to say 6 o'clock, move my hands to 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
I want to say 2 o'clock, move my hands to 2 o'clock. say 10 o'clock. Move my hands to 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
I want to say 3 o'clock. Move my hands to 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
I am a paper clock, I am, but I cannot move my hands. How I wish that I could tell the time. If you could help me move my hands, everything would be just grand. If you could help me tell the time, everything would be just fine.
Ready.
I want to say 5 o'clock.
5
Move my hands to
o'clock.
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
I want to say 8 o'clock. Move my hands to 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock.
I want to say 11 o'clock. Move my hands to 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock.
I want to say 1 o'clock. Move my hands to 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
I want to say 9 o'clock. Move my hands to 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
I want to say 12 o'clock. Move my hands to 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock. Both hands are on the 12.
I am a paper clock, I am, but I cannot move my hands. How I wish that I could tell the time. If you could help me move my hands, everything would be just grand. If you could help me tell the time, everything would be just fine.
Great job, mathematicians. Today, we learned to tell and write the time. You guys did a wonderful job. Now continue to practice with your clocks. Have a good day.